Good morning, everyone. I hope that you are going to be able to be with me today. Um, I've got a brand new configuration with my iPad and my iPhone with my Switcher Studio, so we're going to see if this is going to work. I don't know if I can see your comments or not. We'll see. Okay, I'm live. I am live. It just said I'm live. That's good news. I know it's might be a little bit off, just a tiny little bit, but hopefully we won't get any of that buffering and stopping and advancing very rapidly. So we'll see what's going to go on. But it's almost 10 o'clock. I'm very concerned that this is going to work, but I'm very hopeful. It is 10 o'clock. Okay, good morning, everybody. Now I'm just going to come over here and see if I've got anybody popping on. Oh, Beth, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. This is so exciting. Oh, my goodness sakes. So you can see me, you can hear me. That's good news. All right, now I have to switch over here. I have to go back to a little button over here in order to get where we need to be. But anyway, yay. So first of all, thank you very much, everybody. It's been quite a week at my house. I've had a little flu. I've had a little gastritis. We had a little flood in the basement. And we had this major issue with my iPad and my iPhone trying to work. But I think it's going to work. I think everything is back to normal, and I'm almost back 100%, so that's good news. Okay, so let us start. So let me see if I can get this up. There we go. Now, can you see that? I'm going to come over here to my comments just to see. Can you see? Good morning on YouTube. Okay, Jan. Hi, Barbara. Good morning. So here is the card we're going to make. Now, for me, it's upside down. Is it upside down for you? I mean, it's not upside down. It's, well, it was. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. That looks better. Does that look better to you? Please let me know if that looks better. Anyway, we're going to use the Delightful Wishes suite, which I absolutely, absolutely love. This stamp set is really beautiful. Let me show you here. Now, I know it's a little bit, I'm trying to do this very carefully here. Okay, so here's the suite. It's the stamp set. It's got beautiful dies that match it. And the designer paper is absolutely stunning, stunning, stunning. Oh, good, Beth. Thank you so much. Okay, so you can see it. That's good. Okay, perfect. The designer paper is absolutely gorgeous, and the vellum that goes along with this is absolutely beautiful too. So let's just get started here. I'm going to take this out of the way, and I'm going to bring in what I need for supplies. Now, the first thing, of course, is my paper, and I got a lot of this done last night as I was trying to figure out how to work all this. I have to say, the customer service at Switcher was amazing. A man, his name was Jamie, really spent a lot of time with me, and thank goodness he did, because I was an absolute wreck because things were not working, but it looks like it's working now. Okay. All right. So the next thing I did was I took a piece of basic white cardstock, 5 1/4 by 4, and I ran it through the star embossing folder. Oh, Jan, thank you so much. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, that's wonderful. All right. So here is the paper. See, I'm still a little bit nervous. You should see the setup that I have now. I have an Acron stand. I don't know if you know what that is, but anyway, normally my phone would be videoing everything that you see on here, and my iPad does the me image. Well, it's reversed, and I've jiggermarolled this thing so that it's on my stand, and hopefully it's not going to fall. Anyway, okay, let's get back to stamping. All right, so this is going to be adhered, so I'm going to take some adhesive, and again, I could use Tombow, because again, this embossing folder has a lot of detail to it. And you know how I always like, oh, not all the time, but a lot of the time I like to use Tombow because I want to make sure that it sticks. But I'm just going to use a lot of adhesive here because I can. All right, so I'm going to stick this on. There we go. Jan, is it better on YouTube or Facebook? If you could just let me know your opinion about this. All right, so there we go. I've come over to Facebook, so perfect. All right, so the next thing I did was I took, because the corresponding colors in this set, this designer series paper, are Lemon Lolly, Daffodil Delight, Pecan Pie, Old Olive, Basic White, and that's it. So I took some Old Olive cardstock. This is a piece that's 5 by 1 7/8 long. And then I took a piece of designer series paper that is YouTube Start about that. I hope that didn't interfere with you. My daughter is trying to call me from Amherst, and the audio was broken up here. Anyway, I think we're okay. All right. So anyway, getting back to this, this is 1 3/8 by 4 7/8, and on my sample, what I did was I made it a little bit bigger, actually, and I don't think I like it as much. We'll compare the two cards when I finish, so you can decide which is better. I mean, you know, they might be both equally the same, but anyway, let's get some adhesive on this. This is a very easy and fast card to make. I've taken a lot of interest from Pinterest. Interest from Pinterest. Oh gosh, sometimes I crack myself up. All right, well, I have to tell you, I'm very relieved that this is working, because I've been angsting over it for quite a while. All right, there we go. So there is the adhesive on that. Now, on this piece of paper, I am going to use my Tombow. By the way, this is whoever invented this, this was totally genius. This is the bottom to one of the embellishment cups that I have. And I just put a puddle of hot glue in here. And then eventually I held my Tombow inside until it sets. And then all I have to do is just take this off and voila, and then stick this back on. So when this runs out, I just get another one and put it in. It's so easy. Anyway, all right, let's get some Tombow on here. And this is only because I want to make sure that this doesn't come up. Okay, there we go. Maybe a little bit more. Tombow, 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 Tombow. Okay, stick that in there. Actually, I'm going to close this very nicely. And then I'm going to put this on the left side. And there really is no upper right to this paper. Well, there is on this one, actually. And I'm just going to bring it in like about 1/4 of an inch and make sure that I get it even, equidistant on the west side or the left side, whichever you want. There we go. And press it down nicely, because I want that Tombow to seep into the little nooks and crannies of that embossed layer, but I also want it to stick very, very nicely. So there is that. Now, the next thing I did was I took some of this absolutely gorgeous vellum. This vellum is so beautiful. Yes, Jen, and it's so easy and it's dirt cheap. It's wonderful. So I took some of this vellum, I ran it through the Nature's embossing folder, or whatever it's called. I forget what it's called. Spotlight on Nature. These, by the way, are one of my favorite dies. Hey, Colleen, good morning, good morning, good morning. These are one of my very favorites, because you've got 12 different circles, and they each have such beautiful, intricate detail in their die cut. And so I took the third one from the largest on one side like this. You could pick whatever you want, and I cut it out. But look at that. It's very dainty. It's lovely. I just love the way it looks. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add adhesive. Now, in my former life, I would not usually put adhesive on vellum because I don't want it to show through. However, I am going to strategically place my adhesive on colored images so that you're not actually going to see any of it. Just like that. And even if you do, it's not a big deal. There we go. And then I'm just going to put this on like this. Look at how pretty that is. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, look at that. It just adds a little bit of extra pizzazola. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I took 2 of the dies from the set, the one that says Wishing, and I cut it out twice. And the first thing I did was I took a piece of pecan pie cardstock. Good morning, Barbara McDuffie. Good morning, good morning. Welcome aboard. And I put on some of our Sizzix adhesive sheets, because this word wishing is so fine and delicate. I don't know if you can see how delicate that is right here. And actually, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull it out right now. I already cut it. I already ran it through the Big Shot. And I'm going to tell you the funny thing, too. You see this little dot here for the I after the W and the I after the H. Those dots, when I ran this through my Big Shot or my Stampin' Cut machine, they flew off somewhere. I have no idea where they're gone. So I'm going to use my marker to put in the dot because I can't find it, which is not a big deal. All right, so let me see if I can pull this off. I just want to get the sticky part off, and I usually can do this pretty easily with my fingernail because I don't have manicured nails. But let me just see if I can get this very carefully pulled. There we go. Here we go, right here. Perfect. So I'm going to pull this off very carefully so I can get the word wishing right out with the adhesive on the back. There we go. It's a little delicate, but that's okay. We have patience, and we just very carefully want to make sure that we get it just exactly perfectly. All right, so I have the word wishing. Oops, I got to get the little circle out of the G here. And then I have the word wishing in Old Olive, and I did it in white. Now, I'm going to do this in white. And it's no rhyme or reason to it. Although I'll tell you, when I was doing my newsletter and I looked at the picture on my newsletter, I was a little disappointed that you couldn't really see the word wishing very well, very clearly. You can in real life. I mean, you definitely can in real life. Here's my sample again. So you can definitely see this, how easy this is here. However, wait a minute, let's get it the right way so you can see it. But I think I'm going to put it on the white. So let me just get that out of the way. Here is the white, and I'm very carefully going to come down here and just place this on like this. Now, the beauty of that Sizzix adhesive, it's going to just kiss that piece of basic white cardstock, of which the word wishing is on. And here we go, just like that. Easy, 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 easy. You just have to love your paper a little bit. Look at that. All right, how easy was that? Now, as I said, when I was cutting this out, that I and that dot just flew away. I've made this card 4 times, and they keep popping off. So I'm just going to take my dark pecan pie alcohol marker, and I'm going to put my little dot right there. And nobody except you and me is going to know the difference. Ta-da! Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and I am going to use some Tombow and put some Tombow on this. I'm just going to hold it very carefully in between 2 fingers so that I make sure that I get it just where I want it. Well, I say I'm going to use some Tombow. Come on, come on. I think I'm getting at the end of this bottle. I've used, oh, you know what? Oh, another little trick about this too, because this is that silicone hot glue that dries, I have a quilter's pin right in here so that I can ream out things like this. I'm going to ream out the, oh yeah, that's the problem. I would say a snot of glue. Oops, did I say that? And then all you do is just stick it back in there, and there you go. You've always got that tool right where you need it. Okay, so I shall resume my, there we go. Look at that coming out nicely. Just like that. Perfect. You don't need a lot. Just like that. And then I'm going to put some on just the tip of this right here. Okay, all right. Now I'm going to bring my card back in. And you know what? I need a baby wipe because what I did was I put a little bit too much on right there. Right, I don't know if you can see it right on the end here. So I just want to get that out before I lay this down. All right, now I'm going to put it right on top. Oh, I think I like this better. I'm going to put that right down. I'm going to move it over just a tiny bit. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now, again, I have my baby wipe right here because if I have any oozing of my Tombow, and there's just a tiny little bit here, I'm very carefully and quickly going to just use the corner of that just to get that up. There, perfect. Okay, so that's done. Look at how pretty that is. Yes. Now, I like the green too. I'm going to bring this back in so you can see that as well. But I think that maybe I like the white better. I don't know. What do you think? Either or. I don't know. Okay, so there's that. Now, of course, I'm going to bring some Winky into this because I'm going to take my Winky and I'm just going to color the wishing like that because I can. I had an order come in yesterday. I had ordered 20 more Winkies because I was very low on Winkies. And my peeps, we use a lot of Winky. So I have to make sure I have some here if people want to buy them because they go like hotcakes. I mean, it's a great little tool to have just to add a little bit of extra pizzazz here and there. Okay, so that's done. Now, the next thing, I can read the white better. Yes, Beth, I totally agree. Yep, I totally agree. Okay, so there's that. Now, the next thing I did was I took the stamp inside that says, you a happy birthday. I went ahead and stamped it with the pecan pie, and then I cut it out with the cute little die that is in that set. So now I'm going to put that on with an adhesive strip. I love our adhesive strips. There we go. And I'm just going to put this right down the center like this. And Colleen and Barbara, Lori called me, texted me the other day. We were supposed to actually get together today, but I'm still not up 100%. But anyway, it looks like we're going to be doing something fun in your neck of the woods. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to put you have a happy birthday right on like this. Perfect. Like that. Oh, how pretty is that? And then the last thing I'm going to do, I have so many different kinds of gems. I have all different kinds of gems. But I love these new flat back pearls. They're kind of opalescent. So I'm going to use some of these to put on the front of this. Let's see. I think I'm going to use 3. I like the number 3. I'm going to put one here. Then I'm going to put a larger one like right here. And then I'm going to put another one, whoops, I just, there we go. These are runaways. They're runaways. All right, I'm going to put it up here. How pretty is that? Okay, so those are those. These are so pretty. Look at the colors of those. Can you see? Can you really see? Maybe I should have put this light on. Sometimes with my morning light, I don't need it, but there you go. Look at how pretty they are. Just really, really antique-y. All right, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of the cardstock, the designer paper, and I'm just going to add it on the inside to the bottom because I kind of think that looks like a pretty little addition to the card. So I'm going to do that, and then we're just going to put it here. This is a 1/2 inch by 4 1/4. And I'm going to bring it all the way over to the side, right like that. Just try to make sure that I get it exactly where I want it. And I'll take my little snipperinis and snip that off. Whoops. There's the little piece that was inside the G or the H. Okay, so there's that. So that's the inside. Then I'm going to take my envelope, which, what did I do with it? I know that I had one. Whoa, hold on. Here it is right here. Okay, and so with my envelope, I am going to take 2 of the flowers. I'm going to use Lemon Lolly as one, green backing with yellow or white on the top. Either or, perfect. So I'm going to take this. Now, you don't have to have these, I know, people, people have said, Barbara, you really need to get a different piece of paper on your mat here. But anyway, and I do. I'll probably change that today. Because I've been so sick, I haven't done anything in this room. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying as I was discombobulated with my thought for a second. I'm using 2 of the flowers that are in this die, this set, and I'm going to stamp 3 times like this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the peach pie, and I'm going to stamp on top. This is the linear stamp. The one that I just used was the solid. Now, you do not have to be fussy or persnickety about the placement of this. It's not meant to be, I mean, if you truly wanted, you could actually find where these identically match. And what I do And on some of my stamps, I do this. I take a permanent marker, I make a little black mark there and a little black mark there so that I know when I'm stamping that the black marks have to even match up. But in this situation, I'm not going to do that because I don't think I need to. So I'm going to stamp that. Look at that. Look at that. And I just stamped it. Da-da-da. No big deal. Easy peasy. And you know what? I might even stamp one on the inside of this too. You know what? I think I'll do it. Let's see. I think I'll do it up here. Just one. Just because I can. Okay, there we go. Perfect. All right, so there you have it. Allow me to take this out of the way. Let me close this up because you obviously know how messy I am. But anyway, here is today's version of what, today's version of what I did. Let me get over here. I'm still kind of getting adjusted to this new setup. But anyway, there you have it. There is the one that I made today. And here's the one that I made before. And yeah, I think I do like the white better. Or we could do the green on the white too. That, as Jan said, that would be nice too, because that would pull in the old olive a little bit more. But I like both of them. And then, of course, the envelope, because you can't have naked envelopes. And if I had enough DSP, I don't, because all of a sudden I've got a lot of orders. I think I've got over 35 orders for these already for this next week with classes. So I don't have enough to do envelope flaps. So that's why I did this on the outside. But either or, if I had more paper, I could do an envelope flap with that corresponding DSP. So anyway, let me go back. Let me see if I can go back here. Let's see how tricky I can be. There we go. Okay. This is so exciting that this is working. All right, my friends. So that is it for today. This is what we will be doing next Monday and Tuesday in my classes. And then we'll come up with something really fun to do next Friday. I think we're definitely starting Easter. I think I'm a little bit late on Easter, but we'll start Easter things next week as well. But I hope you've enjoyed today's class. This is a really fun suite called Delightful Wishes. And our new catalog is coming out. So if you're a customer of mine, you will be getting a new catalog when they are sent out. And if you're brand new and if you'd like a catalog and you don't have another demonstrator that you work with, please feel free to email me and I'd be more than happy to put you on my list. So I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you have a great, healthy, happy week. Thank you so much again for supporting me. I truly, truly appreciate it. Namaste, my friends. Until next week. Bye.